Hello everybody, this is only going to be a short video and it's not going to be a funny one. I'm just going to try to do a log. So a week ago I did this video, 3 ways to skateboard in quarantine, and I do actually have an area out the front. So I am able to skate out the front of my house. So what I'm going to try to do is each day try learn something new. I'm not going to do flat ground tricks because I always do flat ground tricks. Like I landed a nightmare flip, but I can't even grind. And I'm going to teach the more basic beginner stuff as I go. If you're going to want to do grinds, you obviously got to jump onto that rail. And this is actually a problem that a lot of people run into. Like, it's difficult for some people to ollie while moving and actually ollie over things. First step, will take the tiniest baby steps, is get a tiny stick, put it on the ground. Now it looks tiny, but I mean, when you're a beginner, it's still difficult to move over anything because you don't know timing or anything. So as you approach the thing, put your foot down just when you're about to hit it. So when you can't see it anymore under your board, put your foot down. Then once you know how to do it, just do a pop. So you don't do it fully doing an ollie, you're just doing a pop. So your front wheels just go over it so you know when to pop. Then once you're comfortable with when to do the pop, just do an ollie over. It'll take very long time to get the timing, but once you got the timing, slowly move up your object that you're jumping over. So like then go to a spanner, and then go to like a shoe, and then a scooter. And once you're able to jump over a scooter, that's about the size of a beginner's rail. So once you're able to somewhat get your ollies pretty decent, the next thing is the 180. It's a bit surprising that you need to do a 180, but it's really important because when you go onto or approach the bar, you're going to have to do a 90-degree turn, and that motion is very similar to a 180. So it's very important to get that trick down. I've done a video ages and ages ago, so I'll have in the description, but I recommend watch a pro teach you how to do it. There's tons out there, just Google search it. It's not a very difficult trick, but it might take a little bit, but it's still very important to get down. And get the timing correct and onto something or over something, you're ready to do a board slide. So on Monday, what I did was learnt the board slide. So what I did was first get a solid object, just like this, something that you can go onto and get the feeling of jumping and doing sort of that 90-degree turn onto it. Like I said before, you need your ollie 180s down, because when you go parallel as you can to it, you're going to jump and do a 90-degree turn, so the board is perfectly like a cross on the beam as you're going to slide down and then pop off. But it's very important to get actually onto the thing in the first place, so that's a good way to practice on that, so you're not slipping around everywhere. But then I replaced the wood with a metal so I could slide, put some wax on it, and it was ready to grind. I got the feel of it by just pushing my skateboard down to see how slippery it was, and it was the perfect slipperiness. So after getting used to getting onto it, I was starting to slide a little bit. And once you get on there, it's really important to lean forward. You can see after I leant forward, I actually slid somewhere, because when you lean back, you could kick the board out and fall backwards, and you can really hurt your spine. So really important to lean forward, even if it doesn't feel like it. Right, 15 minutes, I did this fantastic one. I was really proud of that, but the bag stopped me, and I did that. But after some time of doing it, I was able to slide all the way and pop off, but the bag stopped me. So I switched the bag for this brick, and I did it first try. Now that it's a bit sketchy, but I was still happy with that. And on Tuesday, I got my board slides really comfortable, so on Wednesday, I was ready to do an actual grind. Some people find this easier, but I didn't. So the same thing as the board slide, get a nice stable piece of wood or something that you're able to jump on and kind of get used to get that lock. And once you get that lock in, just like that, you're ready to get the slippery slide. So just like the board slide, I like to just put the board on there and jump on it to get used to the slide motion once I get on there, how it will feel once you get on there, so don't freak out when you get on there, and you know how to jump onto it. Just put them both together and you'll be able to do the actual grind, but this will take a while, and one problem that you will run into is your back wheels will keep catching. Like your timing is really important. That's why I wanted to get it through before, because when you jump onto the actual grind, sometimes your trucks can get stuck on the end of the rail, so it's really important to jump higher so you're able to lock on. And after 28 minutes, I did this, and I slid all the way and then I just tripped at the end, but then I nailed it. I toe dragged a bit, so I had to do it again, but I nailed it. I had them unlocked. Just to recap with the axle grind, when you approach it, you need to approach it as parallel as possible, if not in front of you when you approach it, and then jump on, making sure you time it properly so you're able to jump over the end so you don't catch on, because that's a real problem that people run into, as well as not lining it up perfectly. Really make sure it's parallel or line it up perfectly in front of you. But on Friday it was pouring down rain, so I couldn't continue skating, but still happy with what I did this week. On Monday, I got used to ollieing onto things, so I was able to grind them to the board slide on Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursday, I was able to land that 50-50. I was very late to learn these tricks because I was focusing too much on the flat ground tricks, but I'm glad I learnt them. Hopefully you guys learnt them as well, as they're really important if you want to further your knowledge in skateboarding and move to crooked grinds and things like that. So next week I'm going to try learn the 5-0 and or the crooked grinds. And sorry it wasn't a comedy video, but I'm actually releasing a GTA video. Sorry it's not a Skate 3 because I have a PC. I have a PS3, but I can't record Skate 3 on my PS3. So GTA is coming out tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoy. Bye bye.